Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome to my critical review of the map Voyage of Despair from Black Ops 4 Zombies. Now before I get into the video, I just want to let you guys know I'm now partnered on Twitch. I'm going to start streaming every single day starting tomorrow. I may even stream later on today, so make sure you guys go and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/GregFPS. It will be the top link in the description. Now I want to let you guys know that this review is going to cover a bunch of different topics overall from the map and my thoughts on them. Now personally, I do really enjoy Voyage of Despair, so if you haven't really given the map a chance, I recommend that you do, because it's one of those maps that people will play for a couple times and then just stop playing it because they don't like the map, but once you learn it, it's a lot more fun. So without further ado guys, let's get right into my critical review. Voyage of Despair takes place on the Titanic. Obviously, it's a big ship. Seriously, this map is massive. Treyarch added in some fast travel portals, which you think would work great, but honestly, I only use the two going from the poop deck to spawn and vice versa. Otherwise, I'll end up in somewhere random, it seems. One thing that Treyarch did right was the playable areas of the map. In large maps like Transit and Origins, there's so much random open areas that don't really have any significance on the map. However, Voyage, you use every area of the map for the Easter egg, and even when you open up Pack-a-Punch, you need to go to every area. Treyarch did, however, go a little overboard, no pun intended, with all of the areas. Each level of the ship was mapped almost identically to the original. This creates a very hard to understand map layout and design that is not the easiest thing to learn overall. To be honest, if you have not played Voyage of Despair much, it can take about 5 to 6 hours just to understand where certain areas are. This is one of the main reasons a lot of people dislike the map. Simply, they have not played it enough. The various areas combined with all the small corridors, less than one zombie wide, really makes it difficult, and I would definitely say Voyage is the hardest map in Black Ops 4 Zombies. I think that Treyarch could have made a few adjustments to the map because the flow just doesn't work well for Zombies map. Running from end to end is just one of those things that is annoying, considering it takes over a minute to run from end to end. I understand this is why the fast travel was implemented, but at least have an indicator to where we are going or something. Sometimes you can find yourself without 500 points to spare because the map is ridiculously expensive. 2,000 points to open up the cargo hold and the engine room, besides all the other doors just to get to the Sentinel artifact, make the map very annoying even when just starting a game. Sure, it makes sense to keep certain areas closed, but I really don't think they should have done this. If Treyarch allowed us to open up the map any way we wanted, it would have worked much better. For example, if we could go directly to the cargo holds at the start of the match, then make our way all the way over to the engine room and the Sentinel artifact, we could activate all of the Pack-a-Punch altars on the way. On Voyage, you literally need to backtrack all the way back to spawn, which is just so tedious. On the real, I think that the layout is great, but it just seems Treyarch thought it would be logical to make the largest map also the most tedious. I don't know about you guys, but sorry, the layout just doesn't work well for zombies. Using the Titanic as a map added a really cool factor to the map overall. Treyarch has always done historical locations well, and it is the same for Voyage. The Titanic, being a very historical ship, was definitely a welcome Zombies fans like us were hoping was going to be great. Once you learn the map well and know how to navigate fast through the various lanes being blocked off or closed, they're really not that much of a hassle. I feel like I genuinely could know exactly where to go on the actual Titanic ship if I was on it before it sank in 1912. I personally really enjoyed the movie Titanic, so when I saw some of the similar areas that looked familiar, like the Grand Staircase, I felt like I had already been there before, which was kind of a deja vu moment for me. It is hard to explain, but I just felt like I understood what Treyarch was going for, if that makes any sense. To be honest, I genuinely think that Voyage of Despair is one of the creepiest maps in Zombies history. The creaks of the ship, the random noises that you hear, including some voices when you are underwater, just adds a huge level of unsettling fear, which I have never really experienced much before, except for maybe in Mob and the Final Reich in World War II Zombies. That is welcome change because usually maps don't have that added layer of fear and eeriness. The music of the round changes work great. The Easter egg song Drowning is another Treyarch masterpiece, no surprise there, and once you start the ice step in the Easter egg, the music really amps up and kind of makes the rest of the Easter egg and boss fight really intense. I would definitely say that the sound design on this map was great, and it really feels like you are in the middle of nowhere in the cold on a sinking ship. Let's jump into the Easter egg. Easter eggs are the biggest draw for a large majority of the zombies community. I would say the zombies community is divided up into 3 sectors. You have the Easter egg community, the high round community, and then you have the casual community. Some people enjoy all 3 and some stick to one and are fine with that. The Easter egg on this map definitely has some great Easter egg steps that were challenging to find, which gave the community a few breaks to sleep. I really like the clock step, although Treyarch doesn't really know how to tell time, but in the sense of why they made us read the clocks weird like that, it kind of made sense. Once the levers are set properly, you must kill 4 elemental zombies, ice, poison, fire, and electricity, by the outlets and do a series of trials. Once the trials are done, shoot the Kraken Wonder Weapon at 9 pipes, flooding the boiler room, then you pack-a-punch the Sentinel artifact. Once that is done, you must navigate the map and find all 9 symbols. Once you shoot the symbols and the symbols have been activated, you start the planet step. You shoot the planets in the correct order as indicated on the model which appears in the cargo hold. Then, when you shoot the sun finally, all players must hold the action button on the sun's orb. Then the ice step starts, in which you clear ice towards the very back of the poop deck. Then it is time for the boss fight. This is not meant to be a tutorial for the Easter egg. If you want, I have a full detailed Easter egg guide. I need to explain those Easter egg steps to show why this is a masterpiece of an Easter egg. The time step is a great puzzle that allows the players to exercise their brain during a zombies game. Then when doing the trials, you must exercise your zombie skills. For an overall well-rounded zombies player, they can enjoy all the major steps with this Easter egg. For the hardcore, very skilled zombies players, this Easter egg boss fight can be very fun. It is also fairly difficult as well. Not only is the boss fight very interesting, but shooting an eye is definitely one of the strangest steps of all time. The players must kill waves of Blightfather, Stokers, and elemental zombies while the eye is shooting at the players. You must shoot the eye while it is shooting a laser beam. Also, on the final wave out of 5, there is a wipe attack in which the eye will kill all the players on the map unless the players inflict enough damage to stop the eye from charging. The best method for killing and breaking the eye is by using the Pack-a-Punch Helion Salvo. It deals massive damage and usually results in the successful completion of the boss fight. I just love the way the Easter egg is set up. It doesn't really have any annoying steps and the challenges like blood, and it goes through the motions of a well-rounded Easter egg. It is fun but also challenging, tough but also exciting. It is great, plain and simple. As far as the enemy types go on this map, it has a wide range. Blightfathers are the biggest mid-range boss on both of the Chaos Cruise maps. Shooting the pouches of acid on the backs of the Blightfathers is usually the fastest way to kill them. While doing this, they will shoot acid at you and also slam you with their spikes for legs. The only problem is that on Voyage, most of the places that they spawn there are small and leave little to no room to move around, which can cause a lot of issues. The second mid-range boss is the Stokers. They will shoot balls of fire at you and also swing their shovel at you. Both of these attacks deal a lot of damage, but the counter for that is definitely the Kraken. You can take one out in 2 to 3 shots, no problem. The elemental zombies, ice, fire, electric, and acid all cause a little bit of an annoyance and challenge, as they can be used to transform the Kraken as well into 4 different elemental versions. The final boss, Eyeball, quite frankly, is the most annoying boss and probably the hardest since the Garad Crowley boss fight against original Nikolai. Besides the homunculus, the main wonder weapon on this map is obviously the Kraken. It shoots literal cannonballs. In my opinion, this is one of the most creative wonder weapons on the map, and I enjoy using it very much. The different elemental types add a wide range of uses for this weapon. For example, the electric is the best for high rounds, whereas the ice is usually the best for the boss fight because it can slow down the boss zombies. Using the distillation kit, you are able to obtain a part from each of the elemental zombie types and and can transform the Kraken into the same types of Catalyst zombies. I think this is a great option for the Wonder Weapon because you can keep it without the elements, and each has its pros and cons. There are some great side Easter eggs on this map, like the upgraded shield Easter egg with the flying car and fireworks, which is really cool. The hourglass is a great Easter egg as well, to use the fast travel for free 3 times per round. The music Easter egg is great, which I already mentioned, and there is also more Easter eggs I'm sure that have yet to be discovered, and a few more that I have yet to hear about at all. Treyarch always does a great job at stuffing the map full of surprises. I'm not going to go too into detail with the characters, but I need to mention one thing. Scarlet is the worst character in the Chaos crew. On Voyage of Despair, all she does is complain. I back out of every single lobby in which I am Scarlet because I cannot go through a game without wishing to not be playing. It is seriously awful. I want it to be known that I enjoy and frequently play all the maps in Black Ops 4 Zombies. Voyage is honestly my second favorite behind 9, and that is why I've been running 2-player Easter egg speedruns on the map. Besides the crashes and blue screens, I think that this is one of the best Zombies experiences for any game in the Black Ops series we have had so far. Let me know what map you want me to review critically next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you over on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/GregFPS. Peace out, guys.